Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Blue. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yet now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me. And it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The system network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
No, CTOS is the big control system behind the cars. There was a point back in the earliest days of self-driving car technology that they operated by themselves. They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far off into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects nearby. And while these cars still use some of this technology, Bloom CTOS and its detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it. CTOS can take control of the car.
So it'll be like free Wi-Fi, and then you get out. Hey, everything. So do not use free internet unless you want some crooks to have pictures.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
It's connected and corrupt, or I'll eat my hat.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Bilardi's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Bilardi before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Bilardi. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Ready for more police work? I was able to intercept a Clan Kelly laptop. It's full of Clan Kelly accounting data. Substantial amounts have been diverted to an unrelated account.
Impressive. Someone's getting away with stealing from Clan Kelly. Maybe we can help.
You may be right. I believe Bagley has a lead. Good luck.
There's one other computer connected to the same network. It's at the old canal warehouse.
You're as good as dead. Please, please, stop, I get it.
Bloody nuisance! Albion's
Give up! Stop! I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
Mind where you're going, yeah?
You want to fight?
Help me!
Made it so bad that it just makes London even more chaotic than it was before. I'm giving up on the cars. I'm only using the bikes, which are not self-driving at the moment, at least. And don't even get me started on the data. Everything that Bloom sees from your movements around the city and the self-driving cars is collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
Oh, not you and Bloom and privacy again. You're a broken record.
Not as broken as our city's cars.
Every year,
Bilardi has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Good. Let's introduce ourselves.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Bruv is paranoid as.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
All right.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Bagley, have you noticed the windows up there? They seem suitable.
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
Fine. Leave it to me. Jesus. You weren't joking about Hamish's affinity for traps?
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Fine. Leave it to me.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
Traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
wait for the government to murk us. Can't be bothered to just let them men shoot us in the back. Well, even that is being automated. Kill people on the streets, lend her over.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right. Let's just think this through.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
I'm offended. Think more antithetically.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Hold it! Albion knows you're in London. So don't kill me. Just run.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Obviously. Why else do you think I'm here? For a bloody chat?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Idiot. We want your help. We aren't with Cass. He's the bastard that's behind the bombings and tried to end us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think. Shit, fine. You table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move in!
Shit.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Jesus Christ.
Drone's been deployed to apprehend the suspect. Confirmed. Suspect has a firearm.
Control.
Can't keep up. I'm used to it.
Can anyone see the suspect?
Hold the front
Control,
page.
we're returning
Technology
to
apparently
HQ.
is here
Over.
to stay. There's no way around that.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000. 4,000 new jobs. Thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can also see
All right, Chief.
tech investment
That was a
will
pretty
create
slick
4,000
escape.
jobs that will
I believe you.
immediately be taken
So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
What we need is an insider on the team.
I've always wanted to be in on the caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
They gotta be somewhere. Ah, it hurts, it hurts!
It's going to collapse. What did they think years of prosperity?
Good to see your face.
Oh, no trouble, eh? This is Clan Kelly turf, so just being here means you're in for trouble, so fuck off.
No. I know, but...
They need the ability to pretend that they are living happy and fulfilled lives, that they have jobs that are worth doing, and that they're making the planet a better place, that they control their own destinies, and that they have even a parody of a private life, and that they can smile without crying. That's what drama teaches them to do. Crucial skills in this day and age. Of course, it's not just the jobs that have been technologicalised beyond all recognition. It is also all reality. Thanks once again to Optic. According to Bloom, the Optic system is now the most secure it's ever been, and... well, of course, I mean, it's so convenient, Optic, isn't it? It saves us so much time and hassle trying to exist in the realm of reality. You need to bother with that. I mean, sure, the government has hacked into my soul and now basically monitors my every waking moment of thought. But at least I don't have to type, where's my nearest coffee shop into a search engine. At least I don't have to waste
Auto drive now enabled.
12 seconds every day going online to look up how to...
Auto drive now disabled.
And at least I'm not frittering away my precious mental energies thinking, what do I actually think?
Optic is so secure, Ed. It's more secure than a teenage girl reading a women's magazine. It's more secure than a comedian with a drinking problem. It's more secure than a young man who's just got his first motorcycle license.
Finally, before we go today, bug off to the Prime Minister, who has once again FRO'd to who knows where this week. He sure as hell is not here in London. I remember back in the day, Alice, when our Prime Ministers were either incompetent or crooked, but not both at once. But actually, no, I can't remember them being both. But incompetent, crooked, and not even in the country. That is one impressive triple whammy. I've had lions longer than his longest spell on British soil in this last year. It's this halfway house I can't stand. Either come back and do your job, or leave the planet in crowd. I'm pretty sure there must be a space station nothing around where you can go and be paid himself for every day. It's crowdfunding, so it's much better.
Reminder, it is illegal to participate in gatherings of more than 5 people.
Every single day, and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations went, probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts, Alice. I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
This? Well, first off, I unplug all the time. I do. I go for walks, I do the dishes, clean the sink, loads of people really. And like, it's not like I'm being a hermit, innit? I'm communicating, taking in art and culture. It's not like I'm addicted to Bentley or something.
That rate, what do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
But what is the set rate? Is it, 99.95 cryptos bargain? Seems very reasonable indeed. Don't ask too much anyway, Albion, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask exactly what does the Prime Minister make of all this. Let's ask him. Oh, I hope they pick up. Hello, you're through to number 10 Downing Street. Hello, is the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade.
Find anything in here? All right, that's it. Go on. Any weapons? Drugs? Contraband?
I'm not afraid. Pick off.
You will comply with my direction. Understand?
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Control, we've received the call. Over.
Fine. Come on, then. This is not my preferred use of handcuffs.
Shit. You're not looking for me, right? Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Next time, I won't let it get that far.
I'm putting a stop to this. Units, fall back. Over.
Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change.
I think he's a shit. He's shit, and his husband's a shit.
Nice to see you again.
I know what you can. Stop giving me the runaround and hand it over. Compliance is noted. It's hard, isn't it?
Feeling ready to fight?
Let's do it.
Old-fashioned banks.
One of the reasons why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
Yeah, the features of cryptocurrency very much fit into that early mindset. It was all about finding an alternative to centralized systems. It was kind of a countercultural punk ethos. The whole point of the distributed ledger is you're not trusting any one person to keep a track of who has what money and how they're spending it. It's all out there in the open for anyone to see, and yet you can remain secretive.
But not everybody now wants to keep up this crypto legacy. They don't share this attitude anymore. We've seen institutions, businesses, even governments experimenting with crypto, which doesn't really fit into its original radical counterculture. Old.
Yeah, it's kind of weird today to think of people not using cryptocurrency. It's so mainstream now. You know, I'm almost nostalgic for the feel of cash. Good old-fashioned paper and coins. First it changed to paper notes, plastic bags, just all digital. There's nothing to hold on to.
It was great just to be able to have a little bit of money to carry around with you.
I think the turning point in the UK really came a few years ago when the pound dropped 10% over just one season.
No sign of suspect.
People living off grid
Over.
started using crypto, and just as everyone was losing faith in the pound, they were gaining it in cryptocurrency, which turned out to be much more stable. Kind of the opposite of what people thought.
Return to HQ. This is point.
Tower of London. Getting inside will be a challenge, I imagine.
I like to help, fam, but now I just caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caber, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Hello.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
Trust me, we wouldn't be doing this if there was an alternative. But we have to find out what new project Cass is unveiling at this meeting. There's no other choice.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Send me their personal information.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.
Well, I'm sure recruiting someone from Albion will prove to be a unique challenge.
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
I get the impression you're not satisfied with London's current state.
You're saying I could use the help.
We'll see. What's the problem?
I got this mate. He got some kind of lung infection, but he can't get no help from National Health. Then a Clan Kelly doctor. But I couldn't say no.
Go on.
He's addicted to the stuff, and this doctor knows it. He's charging 3 more times than he did the first. We're stuck. We need help.
I see. Don't worry. We'll get the right medicine for your friend.
Nah, thanks. I'm not interested.
Well, this quote... quote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
Can you track him down, Bagley?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now. Clan Kelly doctor you're looking for is close by. And he's got a highly secure laptop with him too. That should contain the whereabouts of the drug shipment.
Look at this stuff. You can tell it's high quality.
Good to see you, mate.
Hello there. Have you got an hour to set the world right?
Well, duh.
Something ain't right about this one.
Do you work here?
This is gonna hurt!
Advised to ensure that their optic devices are as firmware installed.
Don't make a fucking
Failure
noise!
to do so.
Teamwork, yeah?
Oh!
Yeah!
There's the laptop.
Right, how about you take over and encrypt all of this shit?
Relax, man. Deep breath. You lost, mate.
Laptop scraped. Get to safety while I analyze the data. I found them at a warehouse where experimental drugs are being stored. I'm sure Mary Kelly won't mind if you nick a few.
Oh, that is it! Oh, shit! What's your problem?
Danger. Vehicle in critical condition. Please exit immediately.
Detecting a vehicle nearby with at least 2 years' worth of treatments inside. That's more than enough to wean our contact's friend off the treatment.
Noted.
There's the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
Look! With your eyes! Go!
Moving on.
Look out for the ball hacking the whip.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Halt! Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention. Cease and desist, or you will be restrained.
No one here.
Warning. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest.
Rolling in.
She's gone. Pack it in.
Arrest.
I'll shoot you.
Got the ride. What now?
I found a safe location where our friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
Come on, man.
suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile.
Got it. Watch for hostiles, people.
Anyone have visual? Anyone?
Control. Let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
That drone is nasty.
Urgent call. Possible hostile. We have an RTA at my location. Received. Watching for suspect.
They're through the checkpoint.
Them. Where did they go? I'm terminating the search. Fall back. Over.
It's finished. You'll find all the drugs you need to wean off your friends safely stashed in a truck. We'll drop your pin on its position.
I owe you one.
You should totally join up with DedSec. Kick ass for a cause.
Just what I was hoping to hear. I'm in.
Reports of unauthorized drone access near you. Be on alert.
Security service
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed.
We are inbound. Stand by.
Right, enough of this. Oh my god. This has gone completely tits up. Get on the ground. Do it. Hungry now.
Pursuing the target. Over.
Immobilizing the suspect. Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over. Control, we're heading...
The more we are, the better we are. Welcome to DedSec.
Thanks. I'm ready to bring real justice where it's needed.
Wicked.
Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
Albion's looking for good candidates. Come see me for more information.
Taking deep breaths. Stay calm.
Got it?
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform.
This is fine. Just doing my job.
Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
You're joking. Piss off. Think next time. I definitely know something. Seen you around before. Dumbass.
Information is power, Anan.
We're here to...
Right, this ends now. Let's get this started. I don't...
Come on!
Come on, dumb cunts!
Moron!
Come in, dispatch.
Come out
Drones
and
are
fire
en route to
a
suspect.
Seems that manky little nerd was the one who kept diverting relief supplies away from the borough to keep everyone in line for Albion. These days you can do a lot more evil with a spreadsheet than a drone fleet.
Wonderful.
Shit! Staying down!
Engaging hostile target.
Hide and seek is for children. Moving in.
You're in trouble.
Checking his last note.
Last place I saw them, check it out. After them! I'm reloading! Cover fire! The suspect was right there a minute ago!
Right, fan out and find the target.
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Who's he supposed to be?
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
How is it you know more about him than I do?
Yeah, I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Seriously, for real?
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
I heard someone saying dead set.
They better not be. Just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have morals.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Wonderful.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
This won't end well for you.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
This new project the director's presenting is there to be game changers.
Can't wait to see it roll out. This is going to make our jobs that much easier and safer.
Yeah. You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of our job redundant, do you?
Not a chance. Director Cass takes care of his own.
So can you tell me
know
a
that.
bit more about how the retrofits are going?
Everything is proceeding on schedule, and Mr. Cass is as determined as ever to make the White Tower as safe as possible for terrorists.
Disappointing.
I believe
they're doing boots before coming in.
Worst
to do. I heard someone saying DedSec was back.
They better not be. Just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have morals.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Wonderful.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
Unorganised chaos never brought stability. It's the government that needs to stand up and rally us together. Not some bad masked hooligan.
You been up there lately?
Like,
There's some parts of the city that would work in order with some heavy food. You understand?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But there's always the element that's going to resist all, right?
Sure, but I thought we'd taken care of them long ago.
You mean dead seriously? I've heard some talk on the street that they may be back in installation. I'm not.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
Sure me.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Jesus Christ, me have issues, but this is our next level, you know. Them choose him, of all people, to secure London. What?
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
Who do these arseholes think they are? I think they're violent acts are helping. Have you have any idea how bored it is to ask someone to punch you in the middle? Going at it, this is all not solved. If we didn't punch you the first, you ask me, you could give me a time.
Mr. Cass knows what he's doing. He'll do you no good to question his direction.
I'm not questioning you bloody directive. I'm wondering why we're not being sent out against those fucking thugs.
How are you getting on with those metrics? The deadline is coming up.
Are they supposed to be here?
He's presenting to the stakeholders right now.
I know, but if I mess this up, the whole project is delayed for...
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first...
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you'd called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. But, Nigel, I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Titus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
A building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
I need an exit.
The catacombs, fam.
You are making...
Trust me, you're better off.
That's a jump crop.
Stop resisting! Don't wander too far.
Do not get away!
Let's even the odds.
Bastard. I've had enough. Stand down! You're done for.
Very, persuasive. But in control. That was for effect. But also to get results. To get Themis launched as soon as possible. Shit. Oh, hell. I don't like this. What was that?
Albion's top-secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
What? Thank you.
You bumbo clot.
What a nightmare.
You're right. Oh, dries up! Fuck!
Prick.
That's enough.
Let's clean up this fucking mess.
Bugger off. Hello?
Civilian needs medical attention.
Come on!
Useless flap of skin.
Let's get an ambulance for this civilian. Over.
I've had it.
Might need assistance. Stand by. Right, close this fucker down.
It will be okay. Everything will be okay.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
All units, force this suspect to stop. I'm in pursuit of the target. Control, I've lost the target.
You share your thoughts online.
Search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
Go on, get moving.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready. Good news. It's time to put your life on the line for the Resistance.
Right. Finally.
Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome. But what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security.
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
Why are you here? Look, can't we have a civilized discussion?
ready to throw...
You're in for it now.
That's the last of them.
Okay, it's over now.
Who wants to see something explode? Doesn't have to end like this.
Go on, Spider. You got this. Ready.
Releasing a frag. Ah,
Let's get this show on the road. Show yourself.
I know you can well.
Let's not miss.
Direct time.
They're not getting away that easy. Fan out. Best guess? That laptop was stolen from Albion. Data on it outlines Albion plans to withhold much-needed supplies from this borough. If people are worried about where their next meal is coming from, they don't worry so much about eating the occasional Albion brand knuckle sandwich.
Shite.
This is stupid. So stupid. Huh? I don't have time for this.
Out of the way. That's my cue to me. Right. Bad. That's not good.
You're coming up on the Albion drone facility where the micro-drone is being developed.
This had better be worth it.
It will be. You're gonna need to disable the security system protecting the R&D lab.
Suspect must have made off. Look around. No stone unturned. Drone, enter search protocol.
Drone, search the area. Any sign of the target?
No one's here.
Get it!
Albion's cracking down harder because of Wilson.
Oh! Can't win!
Let's vaporize this Egypt.
Get this off me!
I need reinforcements.
I need a hand here.
Replacing magazine! Going into check.
Shit!
Security's down in the R&D lab. The plans for the micro-drone will be in there somewhere.
Go and check it out. No sign yet. Yeah, still looking.
I've downloaded the schematics. You can leave whenever you like.
What's taking them so bloody long? Taking cover!
I need backup units here.
Get the fuck out of here!
Find them!
Now that we have the schematics, we can make micro-drones of our very own.
Better move fast on that, Bags. We need to get into Titus ASAP. Shut down Project Themis before Nigel decides to launch. And with what he was saying, we don't have much time.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.